Yeah, what's up with y'all? Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. Uh, yeah, but like I said, voting is very important, y'all. So let's make sure that we get out and exercise that right. It's a must. Our votes count. They count. They count. You know, our children, our grandchildren are dependent on who we vote for. Um, That's very important. Very important. So don't let nobody tell you that your vote doesn't count. If you don't think that your vote doesn't count, just look at everything that's going on right now. And that will show you that your vote does count. Salute to all our sponsors that donated for the kids' clothing, food, and clothing drive. We definitely love y'all back. Salute to y'all. Um, July 19th is also Dr. Kathy Tatum Day in the city of Houston. So salute to her and everything that she does. Salute to the Huey P. Newton uh, Gun Club, Houston chapter. We definitely thank y'all as well. Oh yes, we are back. Yeah. Yes, yeah, but the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, the Houston chapter does a lot in our community.
Got something for you.
Hey, what's going on, sister? What's going on, brother man?
Peace, bro. Peace to everybody here in the audience. All those that are here with us on this magnificent Friday night. This free Friday night. I know a lot of people are moving around, doing their little get togethers and stuff. And I salute you all. Thank you for everybody that's here tonight. We have a recap. We're going to go over some things and we're going to bring up an issue that needs to be talked about. you know, uh, and I'm gonna give everybody my opinions on the subject, and everybody's free to have theirs. But we want to thank y'all for being here with us. Critical Show Friday night recap, and I am Houston's brother Emmanuel, the Houstonian. The Houston haters hate to hear because I scream it loud and clear, 24/7, 365. I'm representing the truth. So GP can come to y'all with some hood news that you can use, because it's news that we use. And we coming to you from the lip, not from the hip. So don't nobody get scared, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, yes, it's been some things going on in the city. We've been staying on the subject of these people stealing money. I'm not gonna call them activists, and I'm gonna just call them people, or I don't know what the hell to call them, but they're definitely not activists. They're definitely not Black Panthers. And that's what I want to talk about, Brother Emmanuel. I want to talk about that the video that Cornell and the fake doctor put together, and the fake doctor posted it on social media, I guess, to try to intimidate the community even more. Um, and then we also got a response from Port Arthur, as well. So
Trillville. Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Salute
yeah.
y'all,
So
brother.
yeah, yeah. Salute to 'em. Because standing behind this judge, standing behind anybody that's doing something right, something to protect our community, and for somebody to come out and recast the story, twist it how they want to twist it, putting out lies, you know, and think that shit is okay, it's nothing funny about shit, you know. But come Monday morning, we're gonna see who's gonna be laughing come Monday morning, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause the same
He
man
ain't
that you,
playing.
huh?
Straight, same thing that what? Sorry, same
No,
thing that make you smile, make you cry. That's what you were saying,
yeah, the
bro.
same thing that you love make me cry. Yeah,
Make you laugh,
fact.
make your ass cry. The folks in PA
Yeah,
ain't playing, man. Shout out to our brothers and sisters out there in Trillville, man. Trill land
yeah,
in the Trill area of the Trill area of the TX. Man, we appreciate y'all, man, and how y'all stood up. We salute our brother, man. You know, we're gonna bring him to y'all real soon on the show. But we appreciate his stance on this issue. And you know, that's what makes Port Arthur, you know, what it is, man. These are our cousins, man. These are the cousins to H Town. These are our brothers and sisters, man, and we love them, and that's why we not liking nobody that come in and try to infiltrate, try to start stuff. You know, most people already understand in Southern hospitality, man. When you go in somebody else's land and they area, you're supposed to show some respect, man. You know, you got a bunch of issues down here in Houston, and a whole lot of these quote unquote exposers. They don't expose none of the shit in Houston, and they from Houston. But then you want to go to another fucking town and not extend no courtesy to the people that are fighting their issues. You don't even know their issues or helping them fight their issues because they ain't asked for them. But you don't stand up for stuff in yours, but you want to go out of town. Out of town folks ain't with that bullshit, man. They don't
yeah.
need y'all fake ass help. You know what I'm saying? And they know it's fake because you ain't in here wiping your shoes off before you come in the house. That's just complete disrespect to those brothers and sisters down there. So I salute them, and I'm glad that they stood on business and they stand on business on their stance that they don't need that confusion and that fake shit down there. And I'm glad that they saw through Cornell's con bull. You know what I'm saying? And ain't finna do bust a fucking grape in a fruit fight, man. Please. So I'm glad my brothers and sisters made their stance and they saw it and they said what they said, and all of y'all can go and hear the video. But yeah, that's what that video was about. It was about the truth, and I'm glad they stood on that. Now give me one quick second. I'm gonna come right back in.
Yeah, for everybody that hasn't seen the video, it's a must that y'all see both videos. Uh, and yes, it's a must that y'all see both videos because you know the video that the fake doctor and Cornell put out uh, is basically a dry threat. You know, he's basically saying, if anybody fuck with my sister, he, I'ma get an order, I'ma get an order, and we'll hunt you down. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. All that motherfucking bullshit ass, loud ass talking. Man, don't nobody, that shit don't scare nobody. That's what y'all fail to realize. That shit does not scare anybody. Nobody. Nobody. I'm gonna get an order. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. And say who you talking about because if I got something to say, you already know that I'm gonna say it. No ifs and buts about it. All that. I'm gonna get an order. I'm gonna get an order. Man, you fake ass Black Panthers, fake ass Black Panthers, and that's what the people and you know, and in a few minutes it's gonna be a stop to using the Black Panther name. You know, y'all are tarnishing the name, y'all using the name for uh your purposes only. You know, for self gain, for self notoriety. You know, it's just you know what I'm saying. It is just too much, and people are tired of the fake doctor talking. You know, and that's another thing too. We just waiting on the paperwork to prove that she's never been an AKA. Um, We are also waiting on the paperwork to see if it's been any type of scandal going on with her masters over there at TSU, because she's never been to college. She don't have any type of credits, no none of that shit. So basically, how did she get in and get her master's that fast? So it's a constant investigation, that's going on. Uh, because it's our duty to keep everybody informed and to show that she don't mean our community no good whatsoever. And the people are tired of the foolishness. The people are tired of the constant loud talking with no action. Um, she worried about her damn nails more than she worried about, the homeless people that's standing in front of all of these different restaurants, McDonald's and Burger King and all of the corner stores. But she rather plays on the internet all damn day long. She ain't got nothing. You can tell her life boring than a motherfucker because that's all she do is play on the motherfucking internet all motherfucking day long. Just ain't nothing. And it's bad if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you want to do is gossip. That shit is horrible. Hey, that shit is horrible. That's the only thing is on your mind is some negative shit. A motherfucker ain't got that much motherfucking power in they motherfucking say, man, look at here. That shit, yeah. She's miserable. She's very miserable. She's a compulsive liar. Uh, and I've seen the actual lawsuit that she did file against us today. You know, and I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Tell them people come on serve that paperwork because I want that counterclaim. Yeah, say you on social media playing and shit. Say ain't nobody playing. Ain't nobody playing. We gonna see how funny it is when them people put your ass in the motherfucking handcuffs come Monday. So you better enjoy your people all weekend, cause come Monday morning, shit, we know what's gonna happen, and we will be in Port Arthur going live for the Critical Show. Yeah, we definitely is. Yes, we're gonna be in Port Arthur going live for the Critical Show, so we can show the people and give the people the verdict, that they have found her in contempt. Yes, she violated that peace bond. I don't know. She didn't last on that peace bond a good 2 days, before she violated. Then uh, so I'm going to basically catch everybody up to speed, for everybody who you know, uh, haven't watched in a few days or whatever. Uh, she went to a hearing. Uh, her and Mr. Ricky Jason, um, but it wasn't Ricky Jason against Candace Matthews. It's the state of Texas against Candace Matthews. So it wasn't uh, how she made everybody think it was that it was just her and Ricky Jason. No, no, it's the state of Texas versus Candace Matthews. She got terroristic threat and two other charges. Um, when she went down there with the bullhorn in the middle of the street in front of that man's house and all this old type of shit. Um, so when they went to the hearing, to the bond hearing, I guess she thought she was so motherfucking famous or whatever that she was just gonna walk in the judge and handle the judge. You know what I'm saying? Like she finna go in the courtroom and just bulldog the motherfucking judge or something. She thought, her head got too motherfucking big to where she really just thinks she famous. She thinks she nationally known. And that's what she always tell people, oh, I'm national. I'm national. No, you're not. No, you're not. You barely local. You barely local. So they went to the bond hearing, um, and the judge asked her, did she think that it was right for her to go down there and to do that in front of Ricky Jason house? And she said, well, I went viral. This what this Hey, she's slow. I'm telling you, she's slow. She's mental. She's mental because she believed in her mind for so long that she had a uh what you call that, a PhD, a master's, and a bachelor's. God damn, shit. When did you have time to get a PhD, a master, and a bachelor's? You went to school at Macedonia college. You supposedly had um um went to USC, Temple, um and then this motherfucker even said that she went to school in Nigeria. Our schools over here in America, who goes to Nigeria to go to motherfucking school? And what special class over there that they don't have over here in the United States that your clown ass went over there to Nigeria and attended them motherfucking classes in that motherfucking hut? Yes, yes. Yeah, in her made up world. That's exactly right. Yes, and we have all the facts. I just haven't posted, everything yet because we're preparing for the summer kids food and clothing drive. But I've been working on a little something, so I might drop a little something, for the 4th of July special. You know what I'm saying, from the Critical Show. I'm gonna drop a little something. You know what I'm saying, so y'all be able to sit back with your drink and get you some popcorn or whatever you're gonna do. Y'all can sit back. You know what I'm saying, and enjoy the footage. That I'm working on. But they in the hearing, and she tells the judge she went viral. So the judge asked her the same question again. Did you think it was right for you to go down there and do what you did in front of Ricky Jason's home? She didn't say nothing. She didn't know what to say. She didn't say nothing. So the judge was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and issue this peace bond on you. She was in there. Oh, I don't deserve that, Judge. I don't deserve that. I ain't never been in trouble. I don't deserve that. Um, I can't do that. Because I work in the political arena. The judge told her, "You need to find you a new profession." So he told her, either you can pay this $1,000 today, or you can go to jail. So she was in there boohooing. Oh, it was all up to brother Cornell. It was brother Cornell. She in there damn near in tears trying to protect Cornell. You got a whole husband at home, but you in this motherfucking courtroom, you know, um, in motherfucking tears behind a nigga that don't give a damn about your ass, a nigga that's been using your ass, a nigga that been treating you like a motherfucking puppet, that then put a big ass X on your motherfucking back. But now, once she got on uh that peace bond, the first thing she wanna do is run and get on social media. So she gets on social media, uh, talking about Mrs. Setup is some injustice, and she filing a complaint on the judge, all that type of shit. So she filed a complaint on the judge. So what Mr. Guillory did was took himself off of the case. So once he took himself out of the case, it was sent to another judge, but the other judge declined it, you know, and she tried to go and down there and get a emergency appeal. So they denied that. They denied that. They suspended it. They suspended it indefinitely, against the judge. So come Monday morning is the regular date for the hearing. And she's been found in contempt. She done went on social media and cussed this judge. I called them all type of bitches and hoes and nigga and all type of disrespectful shit. She disrespected this judge so motherfucking much and so bad that now come Monday morning she got to stand right back in front of the judge that she got on social media and tried the dog. Now you talking about the dumbest criminals. Because that is very dumb. That's very dumb. How are you going to try to talk about this man? Go pull up his long record that then from and I don't mean long record, but his record from years ago when he was younger, uh, in which all of that stuff was dismissed and all of that. You know, she just a compulsive liar. She gets on social media, and that's her everyday thing. She gets on social media and lie to the people every day. And then you got a certain crowd that feed right into the dumb shit. A certain crowd feed right into the dumb shit. Right into the dumb shit. You know, but me and brother Emmanuel, we was talking. Um, and we were well, I'm gonna wait till he get in, so yeah, we can get it in on that subject. But nah, fucking shit, I got on here now, backtrack once he come in. Me and brother Emmanuel was discussing uh why didn't the fake doctor have custody of her daughter that just recently graduated from high school. She was paying child support to her ex-husband and his wife. So that explains her vendetta against CPS because she didn't win her case. CPS didn't award her with her daughter. And the the CPS case came about because the fake doctor gave her daughter a black eye. And I will be posting those pictures as well. Now, since she's 18, I will post the pictures of the young lady because the fake doctor hit her in her eye. Uh, and the ex-husband and his wife won custody of their daughter. And this is the same man that she planted cocaine with the magnetic boxes at the front and back bumpers, on his car. And then the fake doctor uh, called the motherfucking police to get him a tip. And this must be the most crash dumbest shit ever. She calls the police and tells the police exactly what a dope is. So Now you didn't jeopardize this man. You trying to jeopardize this man livelihood, you know. But at the same time, but when the police track that number down, where y'all think they track that number to? I wait. They track that number right back to the fake doctor. They track that number directly back to the fake doctor. Um, and she's very dirty. She's the dumb. They need to have her on dumbest criminals because the stuff that she does and she gets right on social media, she incriminates her own self. She posts half of the truth. Well, not even half of the truth, because she fits it to for herself being. Yeah, she fit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She did, sure. Yeah, she planted drugs on that man car. And then this the crazy part. She gonna tell the police that she don't know him. She ain't never seen him before. How the hell you don't think these people finna investigate that shit and y'all going through a whole custody battle with y'all child, but you don't know her, but you don't know him. You ain't never seen him before. Like God, yeah, yeah. She'll lie in a minute. Yeah, she'll lie in a minute. She will. That's one thing that we have observed over and over that she will lie. She will most definitely lie. She told little people she ain't never seen him before. She don't even know who he is, but they going through a whole custody battle. Oh man. Y'all just don't understand. I sit back, and be listening to a lot of stuff, a lot of, different conversations, a lot of, searching, uh, researching, and sometimes I just have to sit back and laugh, because I could be like, damn, I cannot believe that this shit right here is really going on. You can't tell me that this is really the way that you think, and we're supposed to be a leader for the state of Texas. You have shown no leader skills whatsoever, none whatsoever. The Democrats nor the Republicans don't want to have anything to do with you, none whatsoever. You're so good, brother man. Yeah, he definitely not going to get back on the never been in her present, and she put this on a sworn affidavit, so she's gonna have the answer to that perjury shit as well. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of court shit going on because she got caught in the scandal trying to fuck over the people, and then she furthermore got shit, you know. Before he died, he gave a box of files to the feds. Yes, and we're checking on that as well because we know that it was a lot of work done as well. But I think we can come up with that. I believe I know who can get that paperwork. Yeah, yes, yes, ma'am. That's right about her. Yeah, He has a lot of stuff, and tonight I'm gonna release some stuff that he was working on tonight. I'm gonna release a clip, so everybody can get familiar, uh, more familiar with what's going on and get really in the depths of everything, because she even tried to scam the life insurance company. Uh, when one of her husbands passed in the Harris County jail. Uh, yeah, she's a piece of work. Hey, she's a piece of work. She get on social media, and well, she can't get on TV no more. They don't want, none of the news stations don't want her ass on TV no more. So y'all would never see her on TV no. Well, y'all may see her on TV, because once they lock her ass up, they gonna put them cameras in her face. You know what I'm saying? Just like how she tried to shame people, that's exactly how the news stations are about to do her ass. You know what I'm saying? When she got to go, and I'm pretty sure once they lock her up, I'm pretty sure that they gonna keep her to her because they go to trial August 13th. August 13th, you know, and she's steady doing stuff. She's steady doing things to the people in the community, and then this is the crazy part. She's steady going after these judges. And that's why I say, she got a mental problem. Really. She really do. She has a mental problem, and she's spiraling out of control because now she knows that she has to give that seat up at the Texas Black Coalition. She has to give that seat up. So now that seat is available right now. So that's why she basically spiraling out of control, and that's why Cornell X said in that video that she's the new Black Panther Nation, because he's turning it over to her. Pay attention. He's turning it over to her. So now all the responsibility, all the bullshit that's been going on, now it's all on her, because now she's the new, whatever she want to be, the new head over there, with the fake Black Panthers over there. You know what I'm saying? So again, he set up for failure once again. Once again, and to want to call yourself a so-called leader. I mean, I'm just talking. Go ahead, brother Emmanuel.
Shit, you saying the real, man. It is what it is. And I'm trying to mute over here because we having another issue with that microphone. And that microphone want to go out, so I'm going to mute whenever my brother's talking so he can get it in clear. But what he said is, and I appreciate everybody being here tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for taking out y'all time, and all the engagement. Salute to all the people in the comment section that's engaging, all those that have liked it and shared it. We want to get it out to everybody that we care for, make them very aware. But yeah, we're talking about this video, and in this video, when you break it down, this is what we've seen. By him making a video like that with some words like he made, he's basically making it seem like he's defending her, but really he's putting it off on her. He's making her the sacrificial lamb, for anything that the Black Panther Nation is responsible for. And I'm gonna let you know something. What she don't understand is the Fed's been looking at that Black Panther Nation under Cornell because he's already had two sets of people to quote unquote go rogue or go do things in the public in the name of the Black Panther Nation. And what they end up doing later on, they'll bring all of those charges together, and they'll say that he is the one that's been initiating all of these incidents. One young man that used to be with the Black Panther Nation of Houston went to Dallas and killed a few cops, and then wrote RB on the wall. For people that don't know what RB mean, it means recognizance bomber, and that means a military term where someone who goes to make a sacrifice so that people can get the message. And Cornell punk ass was Cornell was sitting up telling people on Face Off that America is breeding a lot of Michael Johnsons and stuff like that. Telling them if America didn't stop what they doing, that type of stuff would continuously happen. And some folks felt like Cornell sent that man on a mission to do that, and then when the heat came back, he acted like he wasn't associated with the man, talking about the man had mental health problems and he put him out the Black Panther Nation months ago before he did this. Cornell don't put nobody out that comes to that place. I don't give a fuck how fucked up you is. He uses your ass for numbers. And I believe, my opinion, he used that man Michael Johnson, you know, to go up there and do that. And when the feds find out, or if they could connect it, then they'll come to him because he'll be responsible for those cops and deaths. You see how he said on the video, I'll put in the order. I'll make the order. I'll make the call, as if he can tell people what the fuck to go do and they'll go carry out these missions. So, you know, who's to say you didn't tell that man to go and kill those officers? There ain't no statute of limitations on murder. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what that man went did. Then they had some people before Michael Johnson who quote unquote defected and went over to another country trying to link with that other country to come and get America. You know, and they were members of Cornel X's Houston New Black Panther Nation. It seems like people that become a part of his nation, he tries to amp them up to go do his bidding and do his work. And then when you do it, he gonna leave you out to dry, act like he didn't know you or like you was somebody that he saw was a problem and he put you out. Why? Because he don't want to be tied with anybody that do something to law enforcement saying they doing it in the name of the Black Panther Nation under the orders of Cornel X, because his bitch has to go to jail too. He knows that. So he's not putting that no direct threat like he said on the little thing. We'll come and get you. We'll come and get you. And do what? Say what you gonna do. Make the threat all the way the fuck clear. If you want to half that, don't play around with shit. Say what you gonna send somebody to do. What they gonna do if they touch her. What you gonna do to the person that touch her? Because, you know, they got a criminal justice system that handles those type of issues. You as a citizen can't roguely say what you'll do to somebody to do that. When you say that, and when you don't say you'll do it, you say you'll send the nation. You'll send somebody after. You won't do it your own self. So he's giving an inadvertent threat in the name of other people. But it's his order. If they find out you giving orders to where people are getting hurt, yeah, homeboy, they gonna come see you too. And he don't want to see them. He don't want to be in jail. Especially not no Texas prison with all of the victims that he done played and all that, and ain't no rules in there. You see what I'm saying? They don't want the real fucking smoke, so they won't be articulate enough. And he ain't dumb, y'all. Y'all see him on Fox Turn Off, Face Off. He ain't dumb. He know how to use his verbiage. He knows how to articulate himself very fucking well. He knows how to do that. But he won't do that because he knows on tape they can play that over again and they can get the proper words you use and they can use it against you. And he know they after him. These agencies that he's working for, they want him inside of those jailhouses too. Why? Because they know he spits a verbiage that causes a great divide, and they know that he's not really about that shit, and they want to expose him to the world. And in due time, they're gonna do that. In due time, with little statements like this. So she thinks that he put a video out or made some video that's gonna make people be scared of her, when actually he's putting all the heat on you. He really cranking her up to be the sacrificial lamb. And I'm gonna tell you my opinion myself. The only reason why she gets a lot of attention is because of the fair skin and the fake hair, the fake nails, all the fake jewelry, and the big loudmouth and the hammer. All of these things causes attention, brings attention to you. And if you're talking about protecting this woman, you as a general should tell your soldiers, stand down with all that loudmouth talking, bringing all that attention on yourself, because we're not going to be able to be there to protect you 24 hours a day. You sitting out with eating babies and you going places and all that, but you done messed over a lot of people. When they run up on you, or who you gonna have to protect you? Because I promise you, I know there ain't not one Black Panther Nation member that's standing on 24-hour security for this woman. No, there's not. When they turn on the cameras, they try to make like it's somebody that's always there with them at all times. Y'all are not Minister Farrakhan. You are not the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You're not Farrakhan's grandsons or kids. So don't nobody need to protect y'all out here. Ain't nobody want y'all like that. You ain't facing no serious ass threats the way you got to walk around and show you I got this security guard and all that. But the bigger thing I wonder is how can you lead a black movement for black people, but then target black people? Even targeting a black judge is disrespectful to the Panthers, who bring education to people about the law, and they do emphasize us being in those positions of authority so that we can change a lot of things. Judge Joseph Guillory is a black man who has been doing a lot of great things in his position. You pull one little piece of bullshit out your ass and scream to the whole world that this man need to lose his complete authority? He need to lose his spot? No. And then there's a thing for judges and politicians where they have an immunity to a degree from certain types of lawsuits and certain crimes where people say that they did stuff. They have to show that a judge maliciously and intentionally did something. Judges can do stuff and say, I didn't know, or I didn't realize that law, and they forgive them. Look that shit up. Matter of fact, we got one of our brothers that did a podcast on that, but our little brother Anthony Dennison was on. But the brothers, they explained, you know, just the letter of the law. They read it out, showed it to everybody. But that's what we're going to bring to y'all, to understand that the fight that this person is fighting is an orchestrated fight. Why? We got a lot of disrespectful judges in Houston. We got a lot of judicial misconduct in Houston and Harris County. Why won't you knock on their doors? Why won't you bust the hammer down? Why don't you be down there at the courthouse in H-Town with that loud ass bullshit? Because you know H-Town don't go for that bullshit. H-Town to get your ass, they'll put you on the list, and they'll catch your ass driving in traffic, pull you over and dump you in that motherfucking jailhouse so long you'll never come out that mud. They don't want to fuck with H-Town. They don't press H-Town. My son was killed, and a fucking judge who was a judge when my son was killed stepped down from the bench and became a defense attorney, took the killer of my son's case and got him off. But then a month after my son was killed, the young man who killed my son, who was on probation 6 months prior to killing my son, went to a judge, and the judge let him off probation and sent him to California. So the whole time we was looking for him, a judge in Harris County let him off. Who the hell gets let off of probation for killing somebody? You get a reward for killing somebody? He got let off of probation with the judicial authority, taken off probation, and then sent to California. The judge sent him. So while we were sitting here looking for where he was at, searching, this Harris County judge knew that. Ain't that misconduct? And what judge would tell a defendant, you're on probation, you committed a murder, well, go ahead to California? Why wouldn't the judge tell him, man, well, you need to go on answer for that and see what's going on, get that cleared up, not run? But ain't that misconduct? Oh, they wouldn't, they didn't want to speak on that. They didn't want to press issues that have real things that we need change on, and you claim to be from the outside of H-Town. You claim to be Houston. Don't say Houston if you ain't fighting in Houston for Houstonians. You dig what I'm saying? I'm the Houstonian. The Houston haters hate to hear. Not the Houstonians hate to hear. The Houstonians love me, baby, because I am H-Town. I rep for H-Town. That's what I do. I don't got nothing against my brothers and sisters in PA or any other town, but what the fuck does that look like? Me down there knocking those down in their town, and I ain't even knocking no doors down in my own city. That don't sound right. The only time I'm gonna go outside is if my brothers and sisters call me for some added on assistance, and damn sure I'm coming. But other than that, I'm gonna assist them on how to handle their own problems. Won't you come to PA with some love, barbecue, cook for them, chill with the people, get to know the people, find out who the people is that are in there that have been doing things for years, and then work with them. Y'all don't want to do that because you're an entertainment company. So inadvertently, you come and you step on people's toes. disrespectful ass. Just like walking in the nigga house without wiping your feet on the mud from a muddy sidewalk. You gonna get track mud all through their fucking house. You get your ass whooped for that type of shit. We don't play that shit down here. It's Southern hospitality. You don't gotta check in, but you damn sure need to know who you around. What problems has PA asked you to come down there and solve for the citizens? But you come down there screaming about their black judge? You're a Black Panther? You see how all of these things that they doing are
Look,
so against the grain? This
hey,
fool had the nerve, Pumpkinhead had the nerve to get on fucking this recording and say, you niggas. Oh, so you Panthers killing niggas now? So the Panther General is putting calls in on niggas. I thought niggas was black people. I thought black people was the Black Panthers. I thought the Black Panthers was started because black people were losing their lives at the hands of rogue authorities. I didn't know the Black Panthers started to help white folks or Hispanics or Asians. I don't think that's what they started for. I think they started over the problems in their own community. Now they reached out and they did work with others later on because they never discriminated and they helped anybody that were facing the issue, but they originated. And so anybody that carries that Black Panther logo, patch, emblem, or thing in their spirit, you're supposed to be jealously, unapologetically for black people, to be in all positions. That even means black authority, because the Panthers are not against cops. The Black Panthers have never been against cops. They have never hated cops, have never talked about we need to shut down the system of police. No, they did fucking not. The original OG Black Panthers started that shit to stop crooked cops, to stop rogue police, to stop murderers with a badge that wasn't cops. They didn't have no problem with rule, law, and authority, but they wanted rule, law, and authority to be equal for everybody. So fuck you talking about? And can't nobody tell me I'm wrong. No, that's how the origination started. What it has boiled down and what it has come to today is a lot of people with their own agendas come in with their own racist agendas claiming that they're Panthers and that they don't like nobody else but only this and only that. Y'all not Panthers. You're new people. You're new school, pulling new shit. But that ain't the origination. And if you're with the origination, if you're down with the origination and you're representing the origination, then you would be down for black people. Why the hell would you allow this woman to disrespect all Panther rules, smoke these goddamn cigars, which is bad for your fucking health, laugh at niggas, talk crazy to men, and he's supposed to be a Muslim, and Muslims don't let their women talk crazy to men. So how you let her out there with this bullhorn calling this black man all kinds of names? You feel what I'm saying? Talking about his sexuality and stuff like that, talking about he's not a man, he's a bitch. How the hell can a woman that's supposed to be disciplined and an honorable person like that do that to another black man? Unless she be an agent. Again, that's another thing. How are y'all able to do all of these things and the government has not come and fucked with you? Let it be somebody else pull some of these moves and the government would have came to see them, Jack. So I don't understand how y'all are getting this immunity. How y'all got this fucking exemption? Who is Cornell X? Mr. Evans? You know, now everybody need to wonder because agents come dressed different ways. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what happened to Khaled many years ago when your ass was standing on side of it. Khaled had no problems until your ass came to him. These are things, and Khaled mysteriously died, and mysteriously took over a new Panther faction. His own brother, I say that shit. His own brother passed away behind some very, very, circumstances. Nobody else but Cornell in the area. What type of shit? It's too much stuff that seems to be coincidental that lines up in other people's mind another way. So this is what this is, man. Hold on a second, y'all.
yeah, yeah, he definitely speaking facts. That's for sure. Um, it's just too disrespectful. Uh, like, what are you really trying to show our community? Uh, Trying to oppress the community, and then we still have to turn around and still watch our back from the crooked ass police and all of that. And we got two motherfucking community terrorists walking around in our community, robbing the community, bullying the community. You know, it's just so much going on, you know, in the community. So much going on. And then for them to walk around like it ain't nothing. Well, yeah, I just shit, I took that. Basically, that's how they walk around like shit. Yeah, I took that and what? Oh man, no man, no, no. You know, all of that constant disrespectful ass shit. You know, me myself, shit. I don't want no apology. You know, and that's the discussion I had, you know, on the phone conference this morning. You know, I don't want no motherfucking apology. I don't. I don't. Because you came this way. You shot at the critical show when you used the critical show many of times. Many of times. If it wasn't for myself and Gary Monroe, people still wouldn't know who the fuck you was. We were the one put you out there. You didn't know shit. You still don't know shit. You still don't know how to do a press conference, none of that type of shit. You know, and I'm gonna show y'all the receipts as well where she paid Gary Monroe to do press conferences for her because she didn't know how to do them, but wants to play on social media all day. All that playing, you can be trying to get you some education, you know, and it kills me when she gets on social media and try to throw out uh different penal codes. Man, get the fuck out of here with that old faulty ass bullshit. Faulty ass bullshit. Yeah, she could. Yeah, you're right. She cussed everybody. And she only cussed everybody because she don't know. She doesn't know. Her mind is. She got a mind of a little girl. The mind of a little girl. So look here, baby man. You know, you can hear me. Yeah, she has a mind of a little girl. She definitely has a mind of a child. You know, and you can. And she's the type that she can lie, and then you still come out with the truth, and she still gonna lie to you, and knowing you already know the motherfucking truth, but she still finna lie. She finna lie all the way to the motherfucking end, and then lie about some more shit. It's like, you know, but Gary Monroe, he did tell me, you know, that, you know, watch her. He say, man, critical, you gotta watch her, man. You gotta watch her. She wanna be famous. She want to be famous. She want to be a celebrity, you know, and come to find out that's exactly and build like a box. You
Hey, I'm
know,
gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Excuse me, Chris. You was finished.
now, no, because I was going to say, she didn't have, why she was paying child support for her daughter.
See, that there's an issue right there. First off, and this is from a father with my children. For a woman, and this is my feelings, y'all. Whenever there's a woman that's paying child support, she's not taking care, she doesn't have her children, that sends red flags, man. I wonder why would the state not find her, good enough to take care of a kid in a place where most of the time they let men, have visitation, but they try to keep the custody with the women. If she's just this great woman, how the hell did somebody get custody from the child that you made to where you were paying child support? That obviously meant some judge felt like you were inadequate and gave the man, the father, the custody over you. You know what I'm saying? And look, I done been through that before.
I
I
had,
done been through that before on some real stuff. And most of the time when that happens, that means they saw something in the mama that she wasn't, good enough to keep those kids. Or she agreed with such said arrangement. What woman wouldn't want to keep their children and want the father to take care of them, and then they have to pay for the kid? And then you come out and you scream to other women about how to be a mother or a woman, or talk about other people and the things that they got going on. But what about in your own house? What about your own history? Show us that case. Tell us that case. Tell us how the hell you allowed the state to give the man custody and you had to pay the child support. Most of the time, that's vice versa. Man paying a woman. How the hell a woman paying a man? That shows you was either in the court, in the eyes of the court, a no good mama. But you could come on here now and try to expose everybody else's things. What about your shit? Because I'm sorry, that don't make no damn sense to me. I mean, it just don't make no sense to me, especially being the woman that she is right now. But it happens a lot. A lot of times, their younger years, they act a fool. They don't do this. They don't do that. I could tell it just like one of our people said. One of our people in the audience said she cursed everybody out. That old smart mouth cursing and all that, using that type of verbiage, that's another thing that goes against the Panthers. You're not supposed to even be able to do those type of things as a woman or a man and represent the Panther name. So even the Panther, she's in violation status by doing that. Yeah. Watch the fireworks right now for a few seconds. You're not even supposed to do that type of stuff, man. But of course she's doing that, and she thinks that gets a lot of attention. It does. It gets the attention of being one of those foul mouth ass women who can't do nothing but curse you out and just get under your skin by saying all of those curse words. But when you have women like that, and then I want y'all to see her anger, like how she was going off with Sister Angela when they were going back and forth. Anger like that in a woman, it tells me that you're that way with your children also. And so especially when it's another woman, I could tell you probably one of them strong ass mamas that beat on your daughters. That make them shut the fuck up and all that, curse them out, talk stupid to them. Now, you ain't just doing that to us. You would be doing that to your home too. And one of them incidents, she probably got too mad and put her hands on her children the wrong way, thinking that old school mind, I made you, I could take you out, I could beat the shit out you, all that. And then folks got in her motherfucking business and took that baby or some shit and gave it to the dad. That's the only reason in Texas men be getting their babies, is the mother is shown to be not capable or be a threat to that child's safety. I bet you if we looked at her case, dug it all the way up from the past, found out all that, got all that information, it would tell that. But of course we wouldn't be able to, because a lot of the information is still protected under client and attorney privilege. And then a lot of the records that are flat open, they won't tell all of the details to it. But we can tell. We know what's up. And when you keep on pulling everybody else baggage out, you know what I'm saying? Then people look at your own. We here on this stage, we was always for this woman, man. So don't try to ever tell nobody that we sending nobody out to you or act like we the threat or that our verbiage by talking about the things you have done to the people in the community and give them their stage to speak about things you have done to them personally is an attack from us personally against them. Hell no. I'm gonna let you know something. If I wanted somebody, if I ever had that mind frame to want somebody, I damn sure wouldn't let y'all or anybody know on no damn national fucking radio show, internet show. That's gonna lead them right back to me. If I want somebody, I'm gonna play like I'm super cool with your ass. That's when you need to worry. When I act like I don't want no problem with you, I would never. That's when you need to worry. But when I'm screaming like with big pumpkin head ass, that's why I be screaming so much. Cause now, partner, I could get you, or could have got you if I want, or give an order and all that. I ain't gonna do all that, partner. You ain't even worth that. Oh hell, fuck no. You ain't. You're not worth that sacrifice. My babies and my family and my people out here in the streets mean more to me than taking your punk ass life and then me having to go and sit down in some goddamn slave camp. For what? Now, you're going to do that to your own self. It ain't going to be by my hands. I ain't going to say it ain't going to be by a person's hands, you know, or that I wouldn't agree with them if they did, or that I feel bad if they did. No, because if you do something to somebody, you did that. And however they respond, you caused that. So stop trying to act like we're the ones that caused stuff, or that we're the ones that wanted things to go on, or that we're the ones that are promoting people to do these things. No, we're promoting people to stand up for themselves. However they choose to do it, that's on them. Whatever you did to them, however they choose to get you back, that's your doing. That's like a bully hitting somebody while they're in the commission of bullying them, punching them, and then somebody coming and knocking them out. They get up and say, man, you didn't have to knock me out. You didn't have to punch them. Oh, man, well, you was too strong. Well, you was too strong when you did that to them. You can't get mad at the response that you get from what you caused. And you can't scream and tell everybody, oh, they ain't doing this. No, the fuck they not. No, the fuck they not. You came to this stage in love, and Critical gave you that love with his messy ass. That's what everybody called him that day when he had you and Angela on. Why? Because he gave you that motherfucking stage to not let one person just talk about you, but let you come on in. He did that even though we all called him messy for that. We were like, oh, you wrong for that. But it was real. He loved you, man. And then you gonna turn around and talk about him like that? Bring out some shit like that about him? Man, that was disrespectful, man. That ain't Cornell. That's you. That was you. Because he didn't have Cornell on his goddamn stage all them years. He's had you on this stage. So you did that to yourself. Don't go screaming at it. The fish that start cooking in the grease hot as fuck. And you burning your hand trying to put your hand in there and pull the fish out like that. Stupid. That's your fault.
Say,
You ain't nobody that nobody need to protect. And all, ain't nobody trying to put their motherfucking hands on. And even if they was, that fake ass, that fake ass threat of what the Black Panther Nation will do and not you. What the Black Panther Nation will do to her. Fuck, man, y'all gonna, all of y'all gonna fuck around and y'all gonna let this man get y'all asses in some shit, and he's going to back out and say, I never did nothing. I didn't tell nobody to do nothing. They have their own. See, he's trying to make himself like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He's trying to make him an organization that looks similar to that. He wants an organization of people that'll go around and be willing to take anybody's motherfucking life behind whispering something bad about him. Why? Because that's what the Nation of Islam got. But the Nation of Islam has put in work for the community, not stolen from the community. They've done things to educate and build and change people's lives. You've done nothing but tear up people's lives. Tear them up, rip them up, took their final pieces of hope. Our brother we had on last night, if you'd have just filed the shit in enough time, that would have saved this man. Now the man sitting on the damn deadline. All because you pussyfoot and played with him. Nation of Islam don't do that. That's why the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan and them have motherfuckers that are willing to get out there and tell them, motherfucker, you better not talk about this man wrong. He got that right. You're not that. You trying to have that, you not that. And you're faking our people out into thinking you are that so that they will come to you so that the end result is you steal from them.
Yeah.
You are an enemy, and she standing on side of you as an enemy because she was given forewarning, not just by me, but by many others. You chose to continue to ride with him like he had something that you needed, and he did. He had a method for attention, and you wanted the attention. But everything you want and everything you get ain't always what the fuck you need and what would be good for you. And I came to you in love. How fucking dare you tell anybody else that there was anything else that I had for you except for fucking love. And I had that love because I had love for Pac-Man. Because that man was a real dude with me. Because that man fed my family many times by giving me business. Not by giving me nothing, but by letting me do my work, my job, and paying me proper. I appreciate people that do that because they paid my motherfucking bills for years. You dig? So I appreciate him, and I cut it for him as a real dude out there. And since I found out you were his woman and I saw you was coming up, I appreciated and liked it what you're doing. And I just didn't want you to fall in the hands of somebody who wasn't going to be there for you when the heat came down. And so I told you personally, brother to sister, be careful. I said, watch out for him because of how he did me. I know he'll do you like that. I said, don't link with him. But if you do, just know you gonna get it. I told her all of that in love. Ain't nobody was clowning her or doing that. Ain't nobody ever had no feelings bad for her. You came against us. Who was your family, your people? For who? For Cornell? Anybody that says something about him, you gonna tell them, oh, I'm finna say something. You saying something about my leader.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is he? Even for you, Candace, to put your neck on the motherfucking line for him, you got all them beautiful ass children and family members that love you. And what's gonna fucking happen if one of these assholes take you out because they don't like him? Because that's what they did to my son. Try to break my motherfucking heart to stay away from his punk ass. What? Huh? What you gonna do when some accident happened to your baby and he ain't got nothing to fucking say? He act like he ain't never knew you. He can get on there and make a response and all that. To me, personally, you can make a response about her and what you think somebody is saying against her and let the whole world know the Black Panther Nation is behind her and will take you out. But when the Black Panther Prince got murdered, you didn't say shit. You ain't tell nobody nothing about murdering our brothers, our babies. You didn't say nothing. But you can stand up for her. You must be fucking. That's what we would think in the community. You wouldn't stand up for nobody else, but you stand up for her. You gonna do all this stuff for her. Either you fucking her or you setting her up to take the fall as the leader and the true orchestrator behind anything that the Black Panther Nation do, including going after people that piss the leadership off, even if they be niggas who you supposed to be for. You supposed to be jealously for black people. Ain't that what his big head ass say on his show? Ain't that what the white folk hate him for? Cause Cornell, you love black. But is he really black if he finna attack black? You gonna attack black? Nigga, you are the greatest threat to the civil rights movement. A nigga inside the movement, fronting like a leader of the movement, but secretly killing niggas?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they do to her. You not supposed to promote taking them out. You supposed to be like, nah, brothers, we're not gonna do this. Y'all stand down because we ain't trying to have black on black crime. We ain't trying to hurt each other. But if one of y'all was to come up, we wouldn't have no choice but to defend this sister, and we don't want to do that. So we're asking all black people that's coming against our sister to stand down because she is representing the nation. See, he don't even do that type of shit. You want to get out there in front like you finna sell some goddamn wolf tickets. And she is. Ain't that right, y'all? Ain't that right, y'all? He need y'all. He need a room full of y'all because he ain't gonna do it. And if my baby is laying in a damn grave with all this judicial misconduct, with all this black on black crime, with all this stuff, and he ain't never said not one word. Why the fuck did he say something for you? And you ain't completed the missions I completed for him. You didn't protect his physical fucking health, his children, his ex-baby mom, all of them. I protected all of them, because not one person ever got your fucking address. And there was many people that begged me for it, wanted to pay me for it. I'm a man that don't got money. I would love to have some motherfucking extra change. So you know how hard that was turning that shit down? All the motherfucker wanted was your address. Nigga, don't forget I moved your ass to both new houses and your baby mama to hers. I know, but they all stay still. And what, you never thought those organizations came to me to flip? Why, I never flipped on your punk ass. And man, see, and you give loyalty, why? Because loyalty is you, not because the person that is about deserving. You don't do that. I ain't finna switch up and help the motherfucking government, even if I don't like your ass. Why? Because that ain't me, no matter how it go. So you gotta understand, it's people that have done stuff for you to keep you safe. Why? Because I love Lil Farrakhan. He ain't did shit to me. That is my nephew. I'll stand up for him in any motherfucking situation, regardless if he was your motherfucking you his motherfucking daddy. Why? Because that's the type of man I am. But your ass, fucking train can run over your motherfucking ass. And I ain't calling a goddamn 911. I ain't calling one peep for help. Deal with it. Because that's how you done my people. That's how extreme it is. Excuse me, y'all. This shit hurt me, man, because we loved that sister. We loved her. Still do. And didn't want nothing but the best for her. Didn't want that shit going down. And then you got the nerve to come at us like that, to come at Critical like that. What you think I'm supposed to stand by and not say something just like you stood by, standing up for Cornell? I'm standing for my partner, my brother. Nigga, and I've known him way longer than you known Cornell. You just started learning from Cornell. You don't know nothing about him. Mama name, grandma name, ain't his cousins. His, man, you don't know shit about that, man. What he did in school. How was he when he was growing up? Do you know where he from? Because he damn sure ain't from Houston. Did you even know that? Did you know he from California? Do you know what he did when he was a kid? Because he swears he was with the Rolling 60s in California. What you down here for, homeboy? Why you down here and you ain't told us about that past? You tell everybody about the dope selling you used to do in Houston, which in my opinion is one of the most horrible crimes you could have ever committed. Selling dope. Back in the city, back in the day when the drug craze was coming. You know what that crack did to people and to their families? You know the money that you got from them fathers? That was our fucking video games, our school clothes, all that. You know how many families crack broke up? If you was ever a crack dealer back in the day, you need to shut the fuck up today and never talk about that shit. Because that was a crime against humanity. That was a crime against your own people. You shouldn't even really be happy about that shit. You should feel so fucking, I mean, just so horrified that I took part in that shit. Looking for money, the government, they gave us something that was hurting us. Huh? Yeah, he speaks with a forked tongue. Fucking right. But you promote that type of shit. You know, you promote these things after you've destroyed us, and then you try to tell us that you're the face, but not allowing that to happen. But you don't never remember when you was destroying your community. You don't never bring that up. You don't never talk about that and say humbly, I'm wrong, and so now I should move forward with building for my community. Why? Because you don't got nothing that you gonna come out or was coming out here to build for us. Not one community center, not one recreation center, not one victims of crime center. Shit, for Cornell X to be the big man that he is and y'all to be riding with him, why y'all don't got no location we can come pull up and meet Cornell X? Why? Because he done did so much shit. He knows some of the enemies, some of the people that he's stolen from, they got family members. And family ain't no joke down here, man. You talking all these about who you kinfolk and tied to, and you don't know that people are really real blood to those people that you're talking about. You don't even know it. I'm such and such cousin. I'm such and such cousin, uncle, cousin. I'm such a, you know how it is in the South. We damn near all be related. Nigga, and on some real shit, you want to know something? Guillory, the Guillories is a deep-rooted family from Texas to Louisiana. Look them up. Find out who all is their families. You fucking with the right one. That man ain't did nothing. That man ain't did nothing but represent black excellence. You talking about, this definitely did this and all that. Who gets forgiveness in the system? Our people? My brother? Who's supposed to be the first one we turn the eye to if we're going to turn eyes? Our own, right? Because you represent not the Panther Nation, not the Democratic organization. You represent something that's so important, that word, black. When you represent anything black, you represent an oppressed people, a people that have been trying their hardest to come up in a system that has purposely, systematically held them back. You're representing something real. You feel what I'm saying? And you playing with it? You playing with it for likes or for some money somebody gave you? You'll sell your community out because somebody paid you to do it?
Yep.
Then y'all are the terrorists. And we ain't saying nothing that we made up out our ass. We speaking truth from the shit that you've done, not even from our own opinions. It's based off of truth that's actual facts from your behaviors. From your behaviors. From taking pictures many years ago acting like you was gonna fade or fight a lawman, to the bullshit, the pictures that you take today standing next to victims like you just comforting them. All of it has been manipulation because you ain't fought one motherfucking policeman. You ain't had a fight with a normal nigga that used to be a policeman. You ain't had a fight with a nigga that want to be a policeman. Fuck is you talking about? You playing with the right ones, man. We ain't been playing these games out here. We living real fucking life. We did real things for both of y'all clowns. To come on and had a nerve to say something about us, say something real about me, tell the truth about me. And I bet you ain't gonna see nothing fraud. You gonna pull out lies, yeah, you can pull out fraud, but it only lasts for a second because lies only go for so long. And the truth come kill all that shit. You goddamn right, my brother done been in the system before. I done been in the system before. Everybody done been in the system before. Even y'all faggot ass president done been in the goddamn system before. The system ain't no motherfucking badge of dishonor being caught up in that shit, especially a system that's systematically been purposely targeting to get us in there. Huh? How the fuck can you use that against a black man when you know we've been purposely targeted by the system to make us have bad blemishes? Cornell S was a dope dealer. He had a motherfucking case. I don't see you talking about that shit. Because he got it expunged or he got it. No, it ain't expunged. It's still there. He just went through that bullshit that they call where you take the probation, and if you do the probation, it ain't on your record. You know what I'm saying? That's the deferred adjudication.
Right.
The deferred adjudication. That's what the fuck he went through and did it good, and then they took it off his record. I mean, they didn't hold it against him, but it's still there.
Yeah,
It's still there. That means he did commit a crime. He fucking did go to jail. So what? Why don't you talk about the criminal? Since we talking about people's arrest records and shit like that, talk about the criminal.
got a long ass record from going all the way back to 1993, all the way up to now. Shit, from 1993 to now, that's a long ass time. That's a long ass time. You know, but that's what happens when you try to pull up shit from people's past. And you forget about what you done did in the past and what your spouse then did. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but I'm like this, and you know, and I told and Brother Emmanuel, he know how I am. You know, I'm not the only person that I want is the person that shot at me. I don't want the innocent bystanders now. I want the motherfucker that shot at me. and you are the one. You got the lucky ticket, fake doctor, fake doctor. You got the lucky ticket. You know, because when you do certain things to people and try to tarnish their brand and their image, you know, and try to discredit everything that they have done, which that's one thing you cannot do. You cannot shame me because of my past. None of that type of shit. That shit don't faze me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And if I had to go back and do the same shit over again, I go back and do the same. People like that, you know, really don't care. People like that will throw you up under the bus. People like that, will cross you. Every person that she's been around, the fake doctor has been around, she didn't cross them. She didn't cross them. She didn't cross them. Elvante, uh, uh, Angie, uh, the 5-star general, myself, so many different people that she was close to that she's no longer close to because she basically called herself trying to use people. If she see it looking good over there, just like how she seen that it was looking good over there with Grizzly getting all of those views, but Grizzly didn't figure it out. Man, I need to get away from this motherfucker for she fucked my shit up. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that was around her, nobody is there no more. It's just her by herself. I'm talking about no motherfucking body. Ain't nobody there. Nobody. And it goes back to the statement that she made, when the Turkey Leg Hut story popped up. She was the first one in the camera. Oh yeah, I'm here supporting Turkey Leg Hut and Lynn and where's all of the political people? Where are all the famous people? Where are all of the rappers and celebrities at? Y'all was at this restaurant when it was open. Man, them people was up there taking care of their motherfucking business. You feel what I'm saying? They was eating, uh, probably in conducting illegal activities, which was found out, by the FBI, but she wanna come to his rescue. What she thought she was finna get some brownie points because you trying to cover up for a known arsonist is on camera. This nigga got a motherfucking gas can in his hand pouring the motherfucking gas. So who is gonna get up there and jeopardize their motherfucking brand, jeopardize their motherfucking character and reputation for a motherfucker that's plainly guilty? This motherfucker ain't no ifs and buts about it. It's them. Like this one that again, the fake doctor is mental. The fake doctor is mental. And Cherie, I believe you now. I believe she's really mental because who actually goes after a judge? And shout out to Judge Guillory. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Your Honor. You already know we support you. You got a whole lot of support out there in the streets and in the community. Uh, you know, it's almost over with, Your Honor. It's almost over with. We're definitely riding with you. But, it's time to, and that's where, we need to start getting with these judges. Let these, have a some type of summit or something, to find out really what's going on. How can we help these judges and support these judges that get out there, doing the right thing, and you have people like that targeting them. They're just doing their job. They don't owe you a damn thing. They're doing their job. At the end of the day, Judge Guillory was doing his job, and he has committed not a damn thing. He's not did a damn thing wrong, you know. So, uh,
Bessie can't name off none of the good stuff he done did in the community. If you can name off all the wrong stuff some of these people's doing, show me the good stuff that they've been doing. And if you can't show me no good stuff and you can show me only wrong stuff, then yeah, I'll ride with you. But people seem to leave out all of the good stuff this man done did. Getting in office. What has he done for the people in PA? How do they feel about him? You come down there and don't know that. Why? Because you were agent sent just to go against this man. Don't know nothing about him or his real family, the real struggles he done went through in life to get to the point that he at right now. God damn it, we don't have that many of them in judicial positions of authority. Why the fuck would you try to knock one when you got a whole lot of them that are doing dirt and they not your work, but you won't say shit to them? I don't like nobody that pick and choose they fucking fights. They like you want to beat up on the person that don't want to fight. You want to go crazy on the person that keep talking about, hey man, I don't want no problems. But the person that say, motherfucker, I want to smoke. Oh, now you want to be peaceful. Oh, it ain't worth it. Nah, miss me on that shit. Because see, Harris County got a whole lot of fucking judges that'll give you that motherfucking smoke you want. I wish you would come in front of one of the Harris County judge's office and play that bullshit, bullhorn shit. See, Cornell know better and will tell you not to do that. Why? Because then you screaming Black Panther Nation, he knows he's going to be affiliated and he's going to get in trouble too. Yeah, Rico's a motherfucker. And Rico ain't just for rappers. Organized crime is for community activists who have sat up and in a methodical way organized the theft of the community on a high level. And that seems to be exactly what he has done and what he has tried to implement anybody into the new Black Panther Nation to be his cronies, to do his work, to do that. That's Rico. He could, and all the bullshit that he doing, be considered under the guise of Rico. And what? So, you know, hey man, you know, hey, I thank my people. I thank y'all for all of y'all attention and y'all interaction. Thank you, Samantha. You know, thank you, Cher. Thank you, the Queen, Miss Critical. Thank y'all, you know, Shantae, Angela. Thank all y'all, man, for standing up in here. You know what I'm saying, and speaking truth to this power, man, because y'all getting it. You know, we ain't just bringing up nothing. You know what I'm saying, and I know y'all ain't just feeling it and riding because y'all cut for us. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't that. It's y'all standing on truth, and I appreciate y'all for doing that because it is exactly what we've been saying. This has not been our doing. We just been allowed a stage to allow others to call out the misdeeds that are affecting our community, and we've been doing that. And so right now we're at a point where we all are combined together and we can move forward together. But there are those that don't want us to move forward together because they know we finna bring the truth to the people. We finna bring accountability. And those, they don't want that shit. Nah, they want to keep up the controversy because, see, that's one thing I know he probably taught her stupid ass. Controversy sells. It really does sell. It really does sell. But it don't do nothing but create division. And guess what? Controversy sells, but unity explodes. You talking about selling one or two books. Unity is a bookstore. It's selling about a droves. It's the best seller. But they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that, man. Why? Because they only care about themselves. They only want to build themselves up, make themselves rich, and then go run off and laugh at us niggas. You know, when he said niggas, I took that shit so personally in that video because it sounded like a white man talking about niggers.
That's exactly what
It didn't even sound like love or from a brother, how we be talking to each other like y'all niggas better chill. It
it
sounded like an enemy, like you was an enemy. And I want all of y'all, if y'all got the time tonight, it's some little homework. I'm gonna challenge some of y'all. I want y'all to see this movie called Judas and the Black Messiah. It's a movie that came out a little while ago. Lakeith Stanfield. It's some great actors in this movie. But in this movie, they're talking about our brother Fred Hampton from Chicago and what happened to him and how he had been doing that. But what I want y'all to pay attention to is the character in the movie. Lakeith Stanfield plays the character who was sent by the cops to give Fred Hampton the sleeping medicine so that they can come in and murder him. He was given the task of being the one to infiltrate the Panthers, act like he was the most extreme in downforce. He pulled up with C4, and they were like, "What the fuck you doing?" He like, "Man, let's do this. Let's blow some people up." And they were like, "Man, are you crazy?" No. He was like, "Oh man, well I ain't with it then. If y'all ain't really talking about doing nothing, I ain't with it." See, most people would have thought, "Oh man, this dude is so radical. He really down for the struggle. He's so real. He ready to go in there and take lives over the struggle." Man, that nigga's real. Not knowing he was the police informant. He was the one that they sent in to infiltrate us. And then at the end, if you see in the movie, they tell him what they finna do to Fred. He tells them, "Hold on, man. Y'all gonna take him out?" And they were like, "Man, just do what the fuck we said." He knew what they were gonna do, and he still brought our brother that fucking drink. He still brought him the fucking drink, man. Blessings to Hampton memory, man. He still brought him that fucking drink, man. Our brother stayed in the fucking bed, didn't even get a chance to get out and fight. The name of the movie is Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah, my people. Y'all got to see this movie. And they gave him in the end for doing that, his reward, they gave him a little gas station. Basically, they gave him an income for the rest of his life. They took care of him for the rest of his life. He sold our brothers and sisters out. He worked with the people. So inadvertently, he the one that did it. He took out one of our greatest shining lights, our brother Fred Hampton. And that story just goes to show y'all that there are many of them out there that are working for the government, but acting like they are in our best interest, acting like they are extremely for us. And they are extremely working with the enemy to take us the fuck out. I gotta land.
say, man.
What's up, bro?
Hey, I know this off topic, but I'm sitting here thinking about uh Mr. Ricky Jason, what Mr. Ricky Jason had said a couple of shows back. He was like, your candy, she evil. All she do is bribe Mr. Ricky Jason nuts all day. Oh shit. Yeah, and she was. Yeah, but you definitely
Real talk. And when a person do all that, that's all I be thinking. Like, damn, do you want to fuck the man? You know, you yelling at the motherfucker and he boot black. You know, y'all be liking that shit. Them old yellow bone be loving the dark niggas. So do you really secretly like him with all them dreads? And yeah, he looking good to you, ain't he? And you're just so mad. You're just so mad, and you don't got no damn reason. I learned that, when I was in school. My sister taught me, when a woman that goddamn mad at you, they want you.
hey
When
look,
they got no fucking reason to be that goddamn mad at you, they
look,
want you. It's
look,
something personal. Like what? Like what are you mad at me for, sister? Oh,
look.
I get it. I've never tried to holler at you, and so you personally taking offense. And women do that. Come on, y'all. Somebody in the comment section, one of my sisters. Don't some women do that shit? Or am I tripping? But I know that's a female habit. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes do that. Dudes be mad at a motherfucker. Man, why you so mad at that female? I didn't count dudes like that. Like man, that girl, she number garbage. Like, goddamn, nigga, every time she come around, you always talking about it. Even she don't never say nothing to you. You just always got something to say about her. And find out, oh, motherfucker, you really like her. Oh, she won't give you the time of day. That's why now she's a bitch. She's a hoe. She's a bitch. And she came out to that man's house. You fucking right. She had to come. She had to be around him. Why? I secretly think she liked him. Brother Rick, man, you know, salute to you, bro. you dropping draws out here and breaking hearts without even knowing it. You made her moist, like the clumps, like the grandmama said on him. Yeah, you made her moist. She had to go. Yeah, it got to be something, man. Cause on the real, why are you fucking with this man so goddamn tough out of the blue? Why? Why is it got to be that motherfucking much?
She doing the
This
same.
man ain't never done and said nothing to you. Ain't that damn? Hold on, Ricky. Hold on. Ricky, y'all done did something in the past, Ricky? Nah, let me stop playing. I know you ain't, man. But that's just some real shit, man. That's what we all think, you know, on a real level. We think when people that mad at each other, or when one person that mad at another, you must like him. You must have some kind of, you know, affinity for him. You know, you like all that he's done, or the level of popularity he's been able to get himself to. You envy that. You secretly want it. And so maybe you think the way to get it is by taking him down, using him as your sacrificial lamb to put yourself in a high position, because there's suckers that do that shit. They try to do that shit. They try to get some of us to ride with them so that they can accidentally see something bad happen to us, and they could be the one to speak up and get sympathy from the world for that. Or the opposite. Try to show the world, oh yeah, y'all know Rick and Jason. Yeah, I took him down. Oh, you're the one took him down? Yeah, I exposed him, girl. Yeah, we didn't know all of that. Oh my goodness, you took down the big one. We all need to come to you. That's what these motherfuckers think is gonna fucking happen.
Look, but it's
I don't
gonna
get it, man. But it's something. What you say, Chris?
it's gonna happen the other way around though. Ricky Jason gonna be the one to take her down. It's not gonna be the fake doctor took Ricky Jason down. It's gonna be Ricky Jason took the fake doctor down. That's how this is gonna play out all in the end. You know what I'm saying? It's already written in stone now.
Exactly. She's just acting like, you know, I guess by going at him like she thinks she's gonna take the great Ricky Jason down. Man, ooh, leave our people alone.
Yes, sir.
Representing yourself as our people. We got a bunch of infiltrators, but I was telling y'all that about that Black Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah, is because there are agents out here that will get in everybody's face, scream all that love, and they are working for them people. And I'm starting to really think he's one of those people. I don't know nobody that can get on the fucking news, that can get on a major channel, scream all this motherfucking black hate against white folks, and white folks need to, and then tell everybody he's building an army that can take them all out, and and none of them came to get him yet. None of them came to get him yet. All these victims been screaming this shit since the early 2000s of theft from this man. Here we are, 2025. That's 25 years later, and nobody's come to get him. Nobody's thought to investigate him. But Khaled and Farrakhan and all them can get it, must be working with him. I would not believe that that's a far-fetched idea, that he could be a double agent, fronting to us like he's for us, and he's really not. Y'all, let's look into that. Since they like exposing, well, let's expose a whole lot. I want all my people out there to work on it. Dig up everything you can find. I'm talking about go all the way back to Los Angeles, y'all. We need some brothers and sisters to look at Quanell Evans in Los Angeles.
Look,
Yeah, look his past up. But I bet you it's some stuff in the past that's coming to harm. I bet you he ain't just come down here from Louisiana, from LA to Texas just for fun, just to stay with your grandparents. I think it was something going on up there he had going on, and they had to run because a lot of them OGs
back in the day in the 90s, left California when they started all that judicial stuff, and a lot of them came down here to Texas because they had family in Texas, and they came down. Shit, Stanley Tookie Williams, where y'all think he from? He's not from L.A. The man who ran the Crips, who orchestrated starting the Crips of L.A., the ones that everybody screamed that L.A. is a gang banging central. Gang banging started from L.A. and L.A. That's cool and that's trill. But one of the fucking members that started that shit was not from L.A. So you can't talk about niggas from down south because one of y'all greatest leaders is from down south. That man was from Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right.
By way of Texas to California. And he says in his autobiography, all that there. That's Tookie Williams. So, you know, Raymond was from the land, but Tookie and Tookie people were from down here. That attitude that was so tough and all that everybody liked, that wasn't a California-made attitude, man. That was the Southern style, mixing with that, and that made him just so lethal. That's how it be. You mix Cali and Texas together, and you got something very fucking strong. Amazing. And that's what it brought. And that's what their leaders are. So, you know, that stuff back in the Gap, a lot of them was leaving Cali, coming down here, hiding. I wonder if he was one of them that did something that has a past in L.A. while he was gangbanging. So you were gangbanging at a time when niggas was busting heads. You had to bust a head to get on the set. Cali didn't play that whoop, get your ass whoop, or just talk. You had to take a life to be a neighborhoodster, to be a rich roller, to be a West neighbor. What? Just a rolling 60? From where? Because whatever 6-0 you was a part of, they wasn't no jokes up there. You had to put in some work to get on the set. And how the hell they let you leave? How the hell you didn't have no affiliation down here in Texas? Because the OGs that left, they were still crippin' when they came down here to Texas. They were still bloody when they came down to Texas. They didn't stop living their life. They just switched coasts, switched geographics to hide. So why wasn't you down here cranking up the crippin' and stuff down here? Because it did gravitate to Houston. Houston had a huge community of them, got a whole lot of them right now, still on it. Where did it come from? Why didn't you come down here and start you another chapter? You came down here and got in the dope game? You came down here and watched your brother get murdered in the house, and then you stopped and became a Muslim? That's it? That's what you did. So you could just lose your affiliation. You could just quit by becoming a Muslim. Huh? What type of shit is that? Now, a lot of them suckers, gang life ain't what they could be, ain't what they could stand, what they could represent, and they had to run. They people sent them away, and even the real ones, your people couldn't send you away because you would run away and run to the gang because you was that real in it. But the ones who got sent away, they listened and they did what they people saying. They was getting them away for a reason. Why? And they don't like traitors. They don't like people that flip-flop. So you can't leave and go down to Texas. I wasn't representing Texas. Now I'm going to be back, and I'm back on set. They call you a traitor. And they will deal with your ass. You will be sleeping one of them ditches in California. It ain't a joke. It ain't one down here in Texas, but it's a whole lot more dangerous up there, and you know it. He know it. So why you ain't publicizing that? Why don't we have Black Panthers with blue on from you? Why we don't have that, huh? Because you hide in your past until you talk to them white folks, and then you put this image up that you just this reformed dude and all that there, but you won't tell them everything, but you tell them just enough to make them think, oh yeah, he's great, just to manipulate. Then you get put in the position by them, but you're supposed to be against the white power structure, but you would go work for the white power structure at Fox 26. You would get your money from the white power structure. Khaled would never do that. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who he tries to front and imitate, wouldn't ever do that. Sorry. The one time he did a BBC documentary interview,
He was clowning the white boy on that motherfucker. And trust me, they didn't pay him for that. No, and he gave that authorization to do that for a purpose. But he's not on that like you are. Constantly, year after year after year after year, you getting them white folk money. You with them white folk. You ain't never went in the Fox and cursed nobody out and said, damn your system, and lying and putting all this fake news and fucking my people. You ain't never stood up to them. Why? Because they pay his bills. So inadvertently, he's getting paid by the white man to be a black man. Type of shit is that? Type of shit is that? And then you gonna follow him, Yellowbone? Yellowbone, you gonna follow him when they done did your people, the Yellowbones of America, worse than they could do him, because they wouldn't accept yours, or they look at you like you a fake white person. So that's the only reason why a lot of them will kick it with you in their mainstream, because yeah, you're able to be on the camera because you look like something you ain't. Yeah, they like you, Betty Boop. Betty Boop was a Yellowbone black woman, and they painted her as a caricature in that light skin. And so many people seeing that thought Betty Boop was a white character when she wasn't. She was a black woman from Louisiana that used to be at the club. Yeah, you can look up the deep history of her, but boy, you put it on right now, they don't know. But that's what you are, baby. You Betty Boop. You look like it, but you ain't. They representing you like that, but you ain't. And we came to you in love because we loved your people, tried to warn you. You come back in defense of him because we're bringing a platform for his victims. Didn't start this with nothing about Candace. It was talking about Cornell. We had so many people reaching us out about Cornell. We get on here about that, and you go after our people for speaking about something that was done to them. Well, then you affiliated. Why are you getting in that business if you didn't have nothing to do with it? You wasn't even with this man at that time. I know you wasn't with him because I was, and I didn't have you on no goddamn roll call. I got everybody's information. He gave me, with his stupid ass, gave me everybody's number and had me calling every Panther in Texas, all the formations, to unite with them, and I did. So guess what? They didn't get to talk to Cornell X about uniting. They talked to Brother Emmanuel about uniting. And Brother Emmanuel brought them in. And Brother Emmanuel reached out to them and gave them all of that. Cornell wouldn't do it. Yeah, he loves to send other people to do the works. But he won't do it himself, including that bitch-ass threat, fake-ass threat he told about what he would do if somebody did something to you. He didn't say he'll come handle their ass. Why won't you protect your soldiers? Why won't you protect this sister, this queen, and all that? He didn't say he'll do that. He said he gonna give the order. Or you ordering yourself to do stuff, or you ordering other people to do stuff. So that little 10 people, 8 people, 7 people that was in the crowd that have on Black Panther Nation shit, which most of them was women, he gonna let y'all do some stupid shit. And then he gonna tell everybody he didn't tell you to do it. He ain't gonna send you no commissary money. He damn sure ain't gonna send you no lawyer paid for to represent you in the legal case that you're gonna have to face over whatever stupid shit you do. This ain't the 70s and 80s. You can't hurt nobody and get the fuck away with it. You answer for everything you do. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna crash out for him? Y'all gonna listen to him make terroristic threats against his own nation? Y'all don't need no more proof from us. Y'all seen it in yourselves, and I'm talking to y'all that want to affiliate yourselves with it. And for the community, now these words are for the community. Y'all have seen it just in that behavior. Him speaking out against niggas. How can he be a black leader? How can he be for us when he's willing to use his quote unquote army to take out niggas that mess with his nigga? Make it make sense, y'all. But hey, this here is how we do it here on the Critical Show. We speaking truth, man.
Definitely. Uh, yeah. Before we get out of here, Again, we want to extend the invitation to the community about the kids' summer food and clothing drive that will take place July 19th at, at 7201 Curry Road Park. Um, there's going to be food, clothes, shoes, uh, household goods, all that type of stuff, so bring the kids out, bring the family out, uh, because it's going to be a good day. We're going to have a snow cone machine, popcorn machine. It's going to be a lot of stuff out there, y'all, for the people to come out and enjoy themselves, uh, just to mingle, basically, it's going to be pretty much a family reunion. The kids going to be going out there. Uh, we're going to cater to the kids, the elderly, and this is not just for the kids. This for everybody in the community. We have clothes and shoes for adults as well. Uh, baby formula, diapers. Hey, y'all just come on out. Y'all just come on out and bring your people out, and just come out there and give whatever you need, and that's what this is all about, giving back to our community, you know, because we love our community. The Critical Show has always been based around the community, and we will not stray away from that, for nobody. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Oh, also July 19th is Dr. Kathy Tatum Day in the city of Houston. So we will also be celebrating that as well. So I'm telling y'all, just come out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some games. All that good stuff. What else? I feel like I'm leaving something out. I feel like oh, again, shout out to Judge Guillory. You know, uh, salute to you. And everything that you do. Uh, and we will get everything situated for Monday. So when we go to Port Arthur, we will go live from Port Arthur. So y'all just be waiting on that. So we're gonna let everyone know the outcome uh, of the fake doctor while we're still out there in Port Arthur. We have all of the inside information as far as the court dates. She also the same Monday. She has two court dates. Matter of fact, she has one in Harris County um, courthouse, and she has a court date in Port Arthur on the same day. She have two court dates on Monday. So we're just sitting back and we're just waiting for the outcome because I'm pretty sure the community will be relieved uh, once she is behind bars. And I gave Brother Emmanuel an example of how the community is going to react when she's locked up. Uh, y'all remember the scene on New Jack City where Ice T was fighting Nino Brown in the middle of the street, and he was whooping Nino Brown ass, and how the people that lived in the building and of that community, they was y'all seeing how happy they was in the background. They was jumping up, they was cheering, all that type of stuff. That's gonna be the outcome of this. Everybody gonna be celebrating, for the monster to be gone. But we're gonna definitely keep y'all updated. Y'all keep watching the page because I'm going to release something else tonight. So y'all just pay attention to that as well. Uh, Before we get out of here, Brother Emmanuel.
Yeah, man. So that's real talk. That is what it is. That's what's gonna be done, man. We salute to everybody again for being here tonight. We thank y'all. We appreciate your time, your presence. It's the most important thing you have. It's the only thing you have. There's one life you live. And your presence is a gift, and that's why it's called the presence. So we appreciate your presence, and we hope our presence has been a gift to you and yours. And what we've said here can edify your spirit, edify your soul, edify your body, and you can become a better person than you was when we started. That's our gift to you because it comes from us and we come from truth. And that's what we've given to the people. So we hope that y'all have a good night. Hope that y'all get good rest. Hope y'all enjoy yourselves out here with these festivities, man. Be safe, be careful. Bullets go up, they come down. Remember, fireworks ain't the only thing they busting out here tonight, man. So everybody just be careful, be aware, even when you are firework busting only, you got to be careful of the hazard of the fireworks, you know what I'm saying? So just love each other, have a good time tonight, you know what I'm saying? And let's move forward tomorrow. I want everybody to just pay attention to Critical Page. We're gonna drop some jewels that y'all really gonna like, some more entertainment for the night that y'all really can dig into and check out. We have something amazing coming for y'all Monday, Slick Talk Monday night. We got a beautiful segment we're gonna introduce to the people, and we have a magnificent guest, man. Shout out to our brother in PA, man, putting that video out there, man. We stand with you. We stand strong on side of you, brother, and we stand with PA, man. We love y'all, all of y'all out there, man. H-Town, the real Houstonians. You know what I'm saying? We respect and we love, you know what I'm saying, our brothers, our cousins, our family in PA. You dig what I'm saying? But for all of us here, you know, we appreciate all of the work that y'all have been doing in the community. I always have to make sure I say that. You know, the past work that hasn't been spoken on. I like to thank y'all for all of y'all work that even people don't know that y'all have done. And we just want y'all to know that we're putting something together magnificent, a stage, you know what I'm saying, that has a plethora of different mind frames and different resources and bring it to the people all together, you know what I'm saying, from one place. And so we don't want y'all to leave before y'all see that. And once y'all see that, I believe y'all gonna continue to ride with us a whole lot stronger. But it's gonna be for the people, by the people, for the people. That's what it is. So I'm gonna always give my people out there the encouragement and the upliftment that they need when I tell you, power to the people. I am the Houstonian, the Houston haters. Do hate to hear because I stream it loud and clear. 24/7, 365. I represent the truth. The Critical Show. Hood News GP on mine. Remember, no matter what you go through in life, no matter what you go through, never sit down and never lay down, but do what you was born to do. And in all situations, stand up. Until we see each other again, Slick Talk Monday night. Next week, Wednesday night. I thought we wanted change. Coming to you. Don't forget, y'all, it's going to be on YouTube. She's going to have a platform on YouTube, but I'm sure she'll still also be streaming for those stragglers from Facebook until she can gravitate y'all all over there. So we want to support our sister in her ventures and continuing the show. I've seen a sneak peek of it, of some of the guests, as I hope some of y'all have if you've seen the promo, but if you haven't, you will. You should have a magnificent show coming up this week, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want y'all to miss it. So y'all be there for Wednesday night. Then come right back over here to the Critical Show next Thursday and the recap next Friday, man. But until we do that, everybody, one love. Love you, Critical.
Yeah, you too, man.